Hello, boys and girls, my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Welcome back, guys. My name is Ms. McIntosh. I'm sure you guys got it by now, but I just want to make sure you get it because I don't ever want to forget you guys, and I don't ever want you guys to forget me because I think that we had such an intimate time this summer. I really, truly enjoyed each and every one of you. Meanwhile, let's continue going back to our review for our post-assessment. Okay, so we've been learning about main idea, sequencing, cause and effect, story elements, all those good stuff we've been learning about. I want to review word meaning. I can determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative language such as metaphors and similes. Remember, boys and girls, we learned about what a simile is. We learned that a simile compares two things by saying that one is like the other. Similes often use words as like and as when comparing two things. For example, here, the cat's fur was as dark as the midnight sky. Okay, so whenever we're comparing two things, we're using like, L-I-K-E, or as. Now let's take a look at a metaphor. A metaphor compares things by saying that one of them is one of them is like the other. Unlike similes, we use like or as. Metaphors, you do not use like or as in a metaphor. So, example, the snow formed a blanket over the town. But we're still comparing two things, but we're not using the words like or as, okay? So, similes and metaphors are figures of speech that compare things that are not alike. Using similes and metaphors in your writing can help you create an interesting picture to the reader. Okay, boys and girls, I also want to go ahead and compare with you. We did a lot of work on text structures, and we know that text structure is the way or the format the author uses when they're writing their text to help us better understand what they're writing in their text. Like a builder, someone who builds a house, they have different styles of building their homes. Same as a writer, they have different styles of writing their information. And some of our text structures that we learned about are a sequential structure. That's a time order. This is a structure that tells you about the events that happens in a certain order. Cause and effect structure. And boys and girls, you'll be able to identify what structure it is based on the clue words that the author uses in the structure. Cause and effect structure shows the causes and effect, all the results of an event. Let me go back to a sequential structure. Some words to look for to help you identify a sequential structure would be because, since, due to, reason, and led to. That's a cause and effect structure. Sorry guys. Cause and effect structure, those are your clue words. A problem and solution structure explains a problem and offers a possible solution. So, some clue words you're going to look for in here are going to be issue, question, puzzle, answer, suggest, solve, or fix. A compare and contrast. Sometimes when authors write stories, they decide to be it as a build it in a compare and contrast structure. So compare and contrasting shows two or more things that are the same or different. And the words that we would look for there are like and unlike, some, both, similar, different on the other hand. And last but not least, a descriptive structure. So when you're thinking about text structure, think about a building. Think about how the author is going to build their writing or tell you their story. A descriptive structure tells you a list of details about an object. It's describing something, a scene or a topic. And some of your clue words would be, for example, for instance, such as, also, near, and beside. Okay, so it's a good idea when you're looking at these types of writing and you want to determine the structure that the author used to build these writing, look for your clue words that would match those structures. One other thing we talked a lot about is point of view. Point of view, boys and girls. Remember, everybody sees things differently through their eyes. So that makes us to think about things differently when we see them. And when we do that, it is called our point of view of something. Okay? So remember, a point of view is of seeing, or is a way of seeing or thinking about something. We're not going to always see things alike. And that is called our point of view. People with different point of view may describe the same topic very, very differently. Okay? So, for example, we talked about a chairlift. We had two examples, a chairlift, and in one example, the author's point of view was they thought it was enjoyable. And the other example was the author, he didn't really like it. He didn't find any excitement in it. So it's based on your perspective, how you see things. Remember this though, two authors may have different information about a topic, or they may not agree on what's important. The same for two narrators. They may have different feelings or opinions about a topic, which might create a different mood or change how the reader sees the characters, setting, or event. We can all read the same story, so we can read the Three Little Pigs, but we're going to see it differently. We're going to have different opinions or a different point of view about maybe the wolf or the pigs in the story. Okay, so we're going to stop right there, boys and girls. I want you to have a great and safe day. Always continue to believe in yourself. Don't forget that you are full of greatness. Have a great day, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.